What's up, everybody? Greg Miller and the best beard in the business, Marty Sleva,
Hey,
live
Greg.
from New York Comic Con.
We are live.
Live. It's
I don't
live
think
for
that's
us.
actually live. It is
It's
live
for us. I don't understand how Marty, you went and now everybody hold on to your hats because I don't want you to have a seizure at home. You went and saw an arcade game. No, it is not 1984. You went and saw an arcade game.
This is the first arcade game I've ever previewed, and very well, maybe the last. But it was Star Wars Battle Pod.
Star Wars Battle
Which is
Pod.
blowing up. It's a new arcade game by Namco Bandai.
Okay.
Bandai Namco, if you will.
Yeah.
As some of the kids
The
call
artist
it.
formerly known as.
The artist formerly known as Scamco Bandai's. But it's a pod game. So Namco's big in Japan for making these sort of pod arcade games. They have a Gundam one where it's very much like a sensory experience.
So you're getting in a real thing.
You enter a pod. It feels like a cockpit. You're locked out from the outside world. And it's all based on the original trilogy. So none of that prequel nonsense.
Sorry.
No Jar-Jars.
The sand won't go everywhere.
And so you could choose between like the Battle of Yavin, Hoth, Endor on the ground.
Oh, cool.
Or what I chose, because Lando is the best, was a Death Star 2 battle.
Oh, okay.
So you get in the ship, you hear Lando and Nia Num talking to you. Remember Nia Num?
Nope.
That was what Nia Num sounds like.
Okay.
But the whole thing is like, so there's 5.1 surround sound. There's air blasting at you. Like when you go into hyperspace, you just get blasted with
That's
air.
awesome.
Which I don't think is how that. If you're getting blasted with air in the cockpit of a ship, that's
You're
not
about to
good.
explode.
You are about to explode. But you have a throttle where you're going faster and slower, and it's rumbling if you go too fast. You have your sort of cursor. You're moving around the screen, which is like envelops you. So it's almost like an IMAX or an Ultra screen if you've ever seen it. But you're using the right stick to sort of aim and lock on and then shoot things, sort of like a Star Fox or Rez. The game is on rails, but it's on rails like in a really cool cinematic way.
Okay.
Like the ship would like go upside down, and I'm like, I don't know where I am right now.
Does your ship in your rumbling? Did you feel like you were upside down when it went upside down?
Well, because the screen is just like enveloping you, like it did feel like I was upside down, but in a good way. Like each level was only like 7-8 minutes long.
Okay.
I don't know how much it cost in the arcade, but I didn't get dizzy, which is good. I get dizzy in Oculus a lot, not in this. But it was just really great. So you're playing through the battle, you're weaving in and out of Star Destroyers. You're shooting down a bunch of TIE fighters. You hear Admiral Akbar yelling at you.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It was a trap. And then you get into the Death Star, you blow it up, you have to escape the shaft. It was super exciting. Like we both grew up on arcades.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did. I actually that was a reach.
No, I did. We used to go to the Yogi Bear campgrounds, and I would play Spy Hunter and Golden Axe and all that stuff. Yeah,
absolutely.
I know
And I sort of missed that. And
Sure.
playing this, I'm like, this will only exist in an arcade. There's no way anyone will have a pod like this in the room. You'd be a weirdo if you had a pod like this in a room.
Yeah, well, no, if you're one of the 3 richest kings. It sounds cool. I'd love to have that. If this pod is as amazing as you're making it
It's
sound.
really fun. It's something that, like, I don't know if I could do this 1,000 times, but
Sure.
I want to go and play the other couple levels, which, if you're at New York Comic Con, you can actually do that right now. It's at the Dave & Buster's at Midtown.
Okay.
I don't know where that is. It's the middle of the town.
Yeah,
it's by the
exactly.
Wig District.
Yeah.
And so you go to Dave & Buster's. You can play it from now until, I think, November 2nd, or wait until January when it'll go to arcades everywhere. So all those Aladdin's
I was
castles.
Gonna say, where are you going? Enchanted
Trails.
Castle?
Yeah. I don't know. So maybe it'll be, if it's at the Dave & Buster's in the Bay Area, we're going to have a little field trip.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Star Wars Battle Pod? Let us know. Would you get this? Are arcades back? Will this save the business? Is Disney ruining Star Wars? What is George Lucas up to? We want to know all these things in the comments. And if you don't leave that comment, you've wasted our time. But for everything about cool arcade games, because there's so many of them, stay here on IGN.